All right, guys. So this video is to help those of you working on the assignment Boundless Biomes. In that assignment, I want you to pick one of the biomes to research. You can pick from tundra, deciduous forest, grassland savannas, desert, or tropical rainforest. I want you to pick one of those and research that slide, filling out that slide. Okay, you need to know what are some real world locations, a basic description of that biome, its climate and temperature, annual precipitation, which is how much water they receive, rainfall or snow, things like that, animals found there, and plants found there. Okay, 3 of each of those examples. When you've got that finished, come back to this video and I will help you fill in the rest of the biomes. So let's start with filling in those biomes. We're starting with tundra. So tundra is a very cold and dry climate. Some real world locations would be in Alaska, Canada, Siberia, and Russia. Okay? This is, like I said, very cold and pretty dry. Okay? Very few trees, lots of shrubs and grasses. Okay? Climate and temperature, it can get down to negative 29 degrees on average, and with a high around 57 degrees is all Fahrenheit. Okay? Annual precipitation between 6 to 10 inches a year. And then 3 examples of animals found there. You have a muskox, a polar bear, and an Arctic fox. 3 examples of plants found there would be a lingonberry, that's Lingonberry, lingonberry, tundra, which is a species of plant in the tundra, and sedges. Okay. Next, you have deciduous forests. Deciduous forests can be found here in the United States in locations like Washington and Oregon, as well as Minnesota and out east. There's some other forests as well. Then you also have deciduous forests in China also. Description, so these are forests where the trees are going to be losing their leaves. In other words, these are a forest where it experiences a drastic change in season from cold winters into warm summers, and kind of like what we experience here in Utah, these changes in season. Okay, the summer temperatures can get up to 70 or higher degrees Fahrenheit, and then in the winter it can get down to 30 or even below, even a little bit below that as well. Okay, sometimes into the low negatives. Okay, annual precipitation between 30 to 60 inches of rain and snow a year. Some common animals found in deciduous forests would be woodpeckers, black bears, and deer, mule deer, and whitetail. Some plants, we have different trees like a pine tree or a maple. We also have different types of mosses will be very common there as well. Okay. Next, we have the grasslands or savanna. Grasslands and savanna are found in Africa, South America, Northern Australia, and then Central and America, and even some in Eurasia as well. Okay. These are areas with lots of grass, a little bit more consistent of a temperature, okay, not the huge fluctuations like we see in the deciduous forests, and a moderate amount of rainfall. Okay, so the climate is between 68 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, with 10 to 50 inches of rainfall a year. Some common animals you might find would be elephants, zebras, and bison. Some common plants could be the acada tree, that's Acacia tree, and the baobab, Baobab, and then your grasses, okay, found in grasslands. Next, we have deserts. We have deserts here in the United States, in Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, areas like that, as well as into Africa and Asia. They are very hot, very dry, little plant life for their description. Their temperatures can get as high as 113 degrees Fahrenheit and sometimes down into freezing temperatures at night. Okay, big fluctuations in temperature. Annual precipitation is normally less than 10 inches of water a year. Common animals you might find in a desert could be a coyote, a desert cottontail, and tortoise, a desert tortoise as well. Different plants. You could find a cactus, desert agave, and apricot mallow. Okay, that's mallow, Mallow. Then our last biome. Our last biome is the tropical rainforests. Tropical rainforests can be found in South America, including Brazil, Colombia, and Ecuador, as well as some areas in Africa as well. They're very hot, very humid. The temperature fluctuation is, okay, when I say very hot, maybe I shouldn't have said very hot, but they're hot and humid. But the temperature fluctuations between 73 and 83 degrees Fahrenheit, not a whole lot of fluctuation there. But the precipitation is between 59 to 118 inches of water a year. So a lot of rainfall in these rainforests. Some common animals, you have the Amazonian freshwater river dolphin. That's actually one of my favorite rainforest animals. You have the jaguar is very common, and you also have poison dart frogs, which would be a good one as well. Different plants, tons of plants, obviously. Some basic ones, that's where coffee comes from, so coffee plants. Same with cocoa. So the cocoa bean comes from the rainforest, and then you also have all sorts of other plants. You could list the giant water lily as one, for example, as well. Okay. Now that you have those biomes filled out, I want you to go through and fill out the last 3 slides of the assignment. For each biome, you pick one animal and one plant and explain 2 adaptations that helps them survive in that biome. Okay, these are adaptations that specifically help with that biome. Okay, for example, if I was talking about deciduous forests and I wanted to talk about bears, I wouldn't be like, bears are strong. That would apply to a lot of biomes, but I might be like, bears hibernate during the winter months. Well, deciduous forests experience winter months. That would be an adaptation suitable for that biome. Does that make sense? If you have any questions, shoot me an email and I'd be happy to help out.